Alright, Mirai Nikki episode 24 review. My goodness, this anime has gone from like a one-layered chocolate cake and then icing on top, and then they added like 2 more layers onto this one. My goodness. Alright, so typical massive spoilers in a review. It goes over the material, whatever kind of event or one event or whatever the case. But anyhow, alright, so after Murmur revealed the truth to Yuuki, we resume Yuuki versus Yuno in this second timeline that we're in. And so we all get back, they resume the fight, and sure enough, Murmur, despite revealing all that to Yuuki for whatever reason, allies with Yuno and decides to kill him off anyway, so that Yuno would again win and turn back time to a third world line to satisfy her desires, escaping the world being destroyed, and Murmur gets to keep things interesting, which is her role in this survival game. And this will probably be a shorter review because I'm just so mind-boggled I don't know what to think anymore. But the one chick somehow survived. I think she's called the Ninth, thanks to the god creature character Deus Ex Machina. Oh, I keep saying Monica. Dang it. That's hilarious. But thanks to Deus Ex Machina, Deus, the Ninth survived. It was that backstory when he skewered her. So as backstory filled in, she attained, he gave her some of his remaining power to essentially combat Murmur's antics, which he was aware about. So this was a surprise to Murmur, and essentially Yuuki was saved. And then Yuuki was also at that time like proving and being dedicated to how much he cares about Yuno and that he wants to save her. So thus we began a 2 versus 2 team finale thing. Murmur and Yuno versus Yuuki and the Ninth. And so Murmur and the Ninth have all these powers or whatever. So it's kind of like a tie, I guess. I don't know. But Murmur and Yuno decide to travel back in time. So Yuuki and the Ninth have no choice but to follow them right behind them. So thus, as if it couldn't get any more of a mind-boggler at this point, it just goes off the wire. So we get tossed into a third world line. Yuuki and the Ninth arrive first, then later on Yuno and Murmur arrive. But my gosh, the portrayal of the original past Yuno in this one, in this third timeline, caged like a zoo animal. Like, I can't even speak about the conditions. I can't even speak about the conditions. But essentially, she, Kasai Yuno, was left for dead by the mother. Wow. But anyhow, Yuuki's mission seems to be clearly established. He wants to save Yuno. Yuno's mission, having gone back, her mission is once again to kill her past self, to repeat everything perpetually, and essentially, I guess that is, in a way, essentially living forever with Yuuki. So, and then the episode ago, the original, essentially, in a sense, cried out unto Yuuki to save her. So he wants to save the original. And what was also said is, I think Deuce said Murmur was also from the first timeline. Interesting. I wonder if there's more to that, if she was one of the original, whatever the case, or if that was just a general thing. It made me wonder if she was one of the 12, but I don't think that's the case. No, because Yuno won the real one, so the first one. So, and the whole series took place in the second timeline, and now we're in the third time. My goodness. It's pulling like a Steins Gate or a Madoka Magica or whatever the case. This series, despite its flaws, in my opinion, of the, too far with the fan service department, that's just my stance on the matter. This series has been impressive. My goodness. It's just, it's just all icing on the cake from here. From here on. 2 episodes remain. The pre-finale and finale. Oh boy, I don't want it to end. Yet, I have to continue on with it and have this ready for November. I'm going to try and have it ready for November. And one thing too that I probably haven't said enough at all with this whole series, the voice acting. Oh my gosh, the voice acting. You gotta be kidding me. The voice acting is top notch. It's one of the highlights. It's one of the things best about the show. The voice acting, without a doubt. And what I mean by that is, in particular, specifically, Yuno. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's not just the voice acting, maybe it's the moments themselves that they've created. Like episodes back, her just laughing her head off at the deception, or I think in this episode, with her just these little, not really like that, but way more broken up, but these little just very quiet statements back to the mom as the mom was talking to her, and she was in the dang metal cage. Oh my gosh. And then Yuuki found her like that, and the Ninth didn't want them to interfere, but he wants to save, so they took off with Yuno and ran from Murmur and the future Yuno. So the current advantage lies with Yuuki and the Ninth. They have the absolutely broken down, shattered, treated like garbage caged like an animal version of Yuno that was left for dead. So, and back to the voice acting thing. I had to say that stuff, but back to the voice acting thing. My gosh, when she says, different times throughout this series, my gosh, when she says Yuuki, oh my goodness, this chick has been so bonkers. There's been so many shocking moments, and just 2 episodes to go. This series has been awesome. All of her moments have been awesome, incredible, stunning, shocking, jaw-dropping. Such a top-notch psychopath. My goodness. And now, I gotta go see episode 25, the pre-finale. And it's absolutely, you have no idea, it's absolutely killing me not to see other people's reactions, but I so badly don't want it spoiled that I have to wait until I finish the whole thing. So, I'm close. And I also want to see my own reaction to it as well. So anyhow, I'm out of notes to talk about, and I knew this one would be shorter because I'm just so completely over the top, mind boggled by all of this. It's just, I wrote down in my notes essentially as the title, mind boggled mess. But anyhow, I will see you up ahead. And I don't know if I'll do a review on the next 2 or not. Who knows? Who knows? This has been a good one. Don't want it to end, but it's gonna end. I wish I could do it blind again, just like Steins Gate. Jeez. But I also want to see some reactions to it, and I want to definitely see the first few episodes again, and I want to see those key moments to people's reactions, and maybe my own as well. I've kind of already been doing that, though. I've kind of looked at my own reaction. That's fun. It's fun to be able to record and have my reaction right there, so I can actually see my own reaction as well when I'm watching the show side by side. Just real nice, real nice. But anyhow, I'm rambling at this point, so I gotta go see that 25th episode of Mirai Nikki. Anyhow, I will see you up ahead. Take her cool.